almost no one is talking about this. Barrick Gold, the world's second largest coal miner, removed gold from its name. And the reason behind this is where it gets very interesting. Silver, a precious metal we all know, rallied and crashed recently. Why? Because industrial demand, investor flows, and even dollar movement pushed it up and down very fast. Well, here's the key. 80% of silver isn't mined directly. It's actually a byproduct of copper and zinc mining, which means miners don't mine silver but they mine copper first, and silver comes along the way. Now, why does copper matter so much? Because copper is the backbone of the modern world. No copper means no EVs, no solar, no data centers, no power grid, and no electrification. And copper itself is entering a very tight market. But unlike silver, the copper demand is mostly industrial, almost 90 to 95%. The factories and data centers will need copper no matter what. That's why copper is way more stable. Whereas silver, almost 50 to 60% demand is industrial and the rest is speculative, like ETFs, coins, jewelry. So when investors rush in, the prices of silver goes up, and when they pull out, the prices crash. Silver actually follows investor behavior, whereas copper follows real world demand. Now, Morgan Stanley projects a copper deficit of around 0.59 million tons in 2026, the largest in 22 years, which will widen to 1.1 million tons by 2029. Let's also understand the supply chain a bit. Copper mining is mainly concentrated in Chile, Peru, Congo, and China controls most of its refining. Any disruptions like strikes or political instability tightens the supply fast. Since India imports a large share of its copper and the demand is only rising, we feel the impact immediately. And that's why producing more at home matters. And this is exactly the reason why even Barrick Gold is rebranding as a copper powerhouse, because it tells you where the real growth is. Now the question is what you can do. You don't need to just buy physical copper to be a part of this growth story. Instead, you can track global copper ETFs or also look at Indian companies that are involved in copper mining, which are very well positioned to benefit as the demand increases over time.